World's Greatest Foods, how can I help you?
Yes. I'd like to place an order for takeout. Do you have any non-ultra processed synthesized and laboratory foods that do not contain hydrogenated oils and no animal derivatives?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, I'm sorry. That was a mouthful. Let me try again. Any non-fake additive-free foods? Hello? Not sure what happened there. Seems like we got disconnected.
Hey beautiful people, it's Melissa from Choosing My Health, where I teach you how to easily transition to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle and thrive. And y'all, I'm about to clear up some confusion for my people. So I get a lot of comments about what's the difference between a vegan and a plant-based diet. If you're new to the vegan or plant-based journey and wondering why so many people say they're vegan while others say they're plant-based when you were thinking this whole time it was the same thing, I promise you ain't the only one. In fact, you may have even come across some vegan and plant-based police if you get that thing wrong, all right? But no worries, I'm gonna clear it up for you. I'm gonna share a little about my journey, and in case you're wondering if being a vegan is better than being plant-based, well, just keep watching. So let's first define what veganism is. So veganism is avoiding the use of animal products in any form. That includes food, clothes, cosmetics, any purpose at all. You might hear some vegans say that they don't eat meat, all the way to not wearing leather, to not eating certain types of sugars because they were made with bone char, aka animal bones. So in the truest sense, veganism is a lot more than bypassing that McDonald's cheeseburger. It's a way of life that seeks to build a better world by promoting animal welfare, which excludes all forms of animal cruelty. Now, under the umbrella of veganism, you have the vegan diet. The vegan diet excludes eating meat regardless of motive. So basically a meat-free diet. These people may or may not ascribe to what veganism stands for. For example, they don't eat meat, but might still eat honey, wear leather, or get a shellac manicure.
Shellac is made from the lac beetle. The secretions of the lac beetle. Products containing shellac are not vegan and therefore are not suitable for vegans. Just in case you're about to get that shellac manicure at the nail salon across the street. Now you know.
Regardless of whether someone says they're vegan because they ascribe to the vegan philosophy or just the diet, vegans don't eat meat. That much is true. So a plant-based diet centers on plants, specifically fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, tubers, nuts, and seeds. In addition, though it mostly avoids animal foods, it may still allow some of it, so maybe like an egg every now and then, which may be more of the exception. Now, on the surface, it can seem that veganism and a plant-based lifestyle are the same because many times people see them as meat-free diets, but there are some key differences to highlight. Number one, a vegan diet is a meatless diet, which means it may allow highly processed accidental vegan foods like those Doritos and Ritz crackers. I know I used to binge on those Ritz crackers, but I digress. Now, while some do go vegan to be healthier, a vegan diet may not always be attached to a healthier lifestyle because technically you can be meat-free and still eat white bread and ramen 24/7. I know I've been there. Obviously, this ain't everyone, but you get what I'm saying. Whereas a plant-based diet is exactly what it says, plant-based. You're eating mostly plants. Unlike a vegan diet, it doesn't allow accidental vegan foods like Pringles and Doritos because while they're not meat, they're not from plants. However, it may still allow processed sweeteners, fried foods, and bleached flours. And there's a range even in being plant-based where some plant-based munchers only eat plants while others eat mostly plants with some animal products and some processed foods. Number two, another key difference between a vegan and a plant-based lifestyle lies in the motivator. Vegans adopt the lifestyle most times based on animal welfare reasons, while people who go plant-based adopt the lifestyle more for health improvement reasons. Now you're probably thinking, Can you be a vegan and plant-based? A person who believes in animal welfare, doesn't eat meat, but also chooses a diet mainly centered on plants and limits processed foods? Yes. That term is referred to by some as plant-based vegan. Another thing to know is some people actually use the terms interchangeably because most times people know that vegans don't eat meat, right? So it makes it so much easier to understand dietary preferences by just saying, I'm a vegan, than trying to break that whole thing down. World's Greatest Foods, how can I help you?
Yes. I'd like to place an order for takeout. Do you have any non-ultra processed synthesized in a laboratory foods that do not contain hydrogenated oils and no animal derivatives?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, I'm sorry. That was a mouthful. Let me try again. Any non-fake additive-free foods? Hello? Not sure what happened there. Seems like we got disconnected.
For the most part, by just saying vegan, it's kind of universally understood that I'm looking for a meatless, healthier option. Now, there's also another category that some ascribe to called whole food plant-based. If you're whole food plant-based, you eat food as close to nature as possible. So that's fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, tubers, nuts, and seeds. In this category, you do zero to minimally processed food. So for example, no refined sugars, oil, and bleached flours. So let me walk you through a practical example of what this could look like for each of these categories. A vegan may be okay drinking orange soda from a can that contains high fructose corn syrup. Remember, it's not made from any animals, right? So it's considered vegan. Someone who's plant-based may be okay drinking some orange juice with some added refined sugars. And someone who's whole food plant-based may rather opt for the purely fresh squeezed orange juice. So on one end, you have factory-made foods which are ultra-processed, and on the other end, you have natural foods that are zero to minimally processed. Now, in case you're wondering if one is better than the other, let me first share my story. I started my no-meat journey as a vegetarian, and shortly after I became a vegan, I learned that even though meat and dairy provide nutrients like protein and calcium, it could also bring damaging health effects linked to cancer and like heart disease, and I didn't want that. I also knew that I could get all my nutrients from plants instead of meat without negative side effects. And I knew that eating plants was actually better for me, better for the animals, and better for the environment. Unfortunately though, I strayed away from the health aspects of it. And though I was a vegan, I ate a lot of food that actually made me very sick, like a lot of highly processed food, a lot of sodium and additive-filled veggie meat. Like, let me be real, I could easily have fake bacon in the morning, fake bologna for lunch, and fake fried chicken pieces for dinner with a sprinkle of some vegan desserts in between. And y'all, in about 2 to 3 months of doing that, I put on a good 15 pounds and my acne was ferocious, like my skin would just constantly bleed. At that point, was I a vegan? Yes. Was I a healthy vegan? Nah. Now, I'm not saying that processed veggie meat is evil. They can help you transition when you use them as a bridge. And some are healthier than others, but from my experience, if you use that thing as a staple, you might have to pay for it like I did. So after getting sick eating this way, I then learned about a plant-based diet, which basically meant I discovered the importance of actually mainly eating plants. And that was a game changer because now I was actually starting to go to the bathroom more frequently. Like, I'm just gonna keep it 100. And my acne started clearing up. But I wasn't completely satisfied because, listen to me, I was still holding on to processed ingredients like pseudo-healthy packaged foods that I knew deep down inside I needed to let go of to take me to the next healing level. And that's when I decided to go whole food plant-based, which is the lifestyle I now practice. And it was on this lifestyle where I finally healed. So, recap, a vegan diet focuses on what you should avoid, which is meat, and is connected to ethics. A plant-based diet focuses on what you should eat, which is plants, and is connected to a healthier lifestyle. Now, I'm not throwing shade on any of these stages, diets, lifestyles, whatever you want to call it. Why? because each of these can play a role on your journey to better health. I know they did for me. And as a result, this platform, Choosing My Health, is inclusive of people in any of these groups who ultimately desire to journey toward better health, just like me. And no matter what your stage or dietary preference, remember to never settle, because there's always room for growth. If you're looking for recipes, encouragement, plant-based education, I have plenty of videos and resources on this channel and blog. I'm gonna leave a link to them in the description box below. If you still need some help knowing the difference between a vegan and a plant-based diet, or you just wanna add to the conversation, please comment. One of the best things about sharing these videos is when I receive the feedback. I feel the love, and y'all, it's so appreciated. Also, if you're interested in a plant-based lifestyle and you wanna join the CMH crew, please subscribe to my channel to learn more about how to easily transition to a whole food plant-based lifestyle and thrive. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for my latest videos. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram at Choosing My Health. Now, if you're new to this whole food plant-based lifestyle thing, welcome. Check out my free gift for you, packed with nearly 20 years of my life-tested strategies to boost your game for the win. Links are all in the description box below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you have an amazing day. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.
Any non-fake additive-free foods, you know, the additives that they put in the food to make them hyper palatable.